We're in the studio with Nancy Miller. She's an artist and an arts advocate from the Virginia area and is here to share your perspective on arts. Thank you, Nancy.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me, Karen.
You have done all kinds of things in the Virginia area, in Eveleth,
Yes.
private commissions and public art. Give me a sense of the landscape today, the atmosphere for an artist doing work.
Well, if we're talking about the Iron Range, there are a lot of people probably who are doing work that's, that I'm not seeing, but I would like to see. I would like to see more young people coming out and doing work and getting involved in the process of putting on shows and organizing and things like that. That would be really wonderful. And it would be very welcome, and I think I would have killed for that experience when I was younger, had I known what it was.
One of the projects that we got to see the beginning of is the Alcott Park, the greenhouse sign that you worked on. Would that have happened, 10 years ago? Would they have sought out a local artist to do? Nancy does awesome mosaics.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I guess the landscape is changing because I don't know that it would have been as open for that. But I think that once people start to see work like that, they get used to it and then they start to want it. So I've been blessed with many opportunities to do projects like that. So.
You've also done some work or some collaborative work with the Lyric Center for the Arts, and you have a few projects in the works.
Yes.
Tell me what's going on.
This year I will be trying to put together a street art show, and this would be the second street art show. I've already been contacted by some international artists and would like to definitely involve the local level as well, and would like people to contact me. Shout out to the Lyric Center for the Arts.
So what does it mean to a community the size of Virginia to have an exposure to something that is literally an international trend?
It is a very urban feel, and where I live is pretty rural, so I would say that it's exciting for young people who want to see that in their own community but don't think that it would ever happen. And that was one of the comments that I got from one of the people, was he couldn't believe that something like that was happening in Virginia. So that was an exciting compliment for me at being the organizer for the show. So.
And as a working artist, I think people do look up to you as far as how can I make a living? How can I let people know that I have this interest and I have this talent and I can do it? What kind of advice do you give to young people who are interested in the arts? You really have to persevere and work through it. There are several books written on the business aspect of art that are helpful, and then just start networking and reaching out to other artists and finding out. And some people are friendly and they'll help you find a path. And just don't give up and expect to work harder than you've ever worked in your whole life. But if it's for something you really love doing, then it's worth it. And expect to meet some really neat people too. So. I think I got to meet you in the process of developing this beautiful rose for the Beth Metza beautiful flower garden.
Yes.
You could have given up on that in a few points. And what's it like to look at it now all done?
I think it's fantastic. The response that I have had working on it was almost 100% positive, which was really surprising to me.
That's cool. And what's it like to have your work out in the world?
Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting. I never, as a child, would have imagined that this is what would be happening.
It's pretty exciting. And thank you.
Yeah,
for sharing your vision and your art.
Thank
really
you
appreciate
so much.
It. You bet. Good luck on all your future endeavors.
Thank you.